All right, part 2. We're back with Barrel Age Speedway Stout, and who knows? It's Speedway in a bourbon barrel, right?
I hear good things.
Yeah, but I think the price significantly jumps on this. I want to say this is $30 bottle.
Really?
I got it in a trade, but I'd like to see if it's worth the $30 price tag. Jesus, because that's like pretty much my ceiling on buying a beer. That's like my top end.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get this one into a glass. I wonder if it's going to pour thinner. Actually, a little bit more viscous than normal Speedway, or non-barrel aged. And darker khaki head, mind you. I'm actually going to pour a little bit of the normal one so we can get a side-by-side going. Spraying stout everywhere. So yeah, here's the non-barrel, or Jesus, and the barrel. Pretty identical. So we'll review this one separately and then review them side by side. Ooh. Yeah, tons of barrel character.
Definitely.
Really, really nice. Bourbon, a lot of oak coming through, vanilla. It kind of reminds me of Central Waters, in a way. The bourbon nose to it. Not as much toffee or vanilla.
15?
Oh no, the regular bourbon barrel stout. Yeah, there's a barrel dominant. The chocolatey espresso isn't really coming through as much on the nose.
Actually, it's not.
And then that one just smells hoppy and strange. So, well, get into this one with these sweet Toppling Goliath snifters that Kurt got at this wonderful release. Bastard. Ooh.
Taste the heat in that one.
Yeah. I don't think the ABV is much higher.
Regular is 12%.
12 it says.
Really?
Which I find that hard to believe. Because generally when you put a beer in barrel, it comes out a little higher than what it went in as. Lots of barrel, lots of bourbon, boozy.
Not as smooth as I would have thought it would be.
No, definitely not a $30 bottle.
No.
Like, no thank you.
Go back to the base here. So much easier to drink. You know what?
This does pack a lot of flavor, though. Maybe it's yeah. I'm thinking as it warms up, the heat should dissipate a little bit, and some of those other flavors should come together. I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed, though.
I am. I mean, I don't want to say
whale.
I prefer the base. I mean, it's because I'm so barrel aged out right now, but it's not as smooth as I had hoped, but it's still delicious nonetheless.
I think it's just hyped up so much by Beer Advocate and Untapped and all the different beer media outlets nowadays that it just, how do beers live up to the hype? Like the hype train on this?
It surpasses.
That is yet to be determined, but I'm sure it does.
I had it on tap and it was phenomenal.
I think this one is better than the base. I do.
I'd say it's too different as far as to say one's better than the other.
You're right. This is much easier to drink than non-barrel. But I think for a score from me on the barrel-aged Speedway, I'm going to go not much higher at a 93.
I'd say 90.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, but it does not live up to the 95s and 98s and 100s. And for my palate, everyone's palate is different. I mean, that's one thing beer reviewers always have to keep in mind.
I mean, I've sought out and I continue to seek out the regular Speedway, and I'd say I wouldn't turn down the barrel age, but I wouldn't seek it out.
I would trade a Darkness 1-for-1 for it.
For another?
For one of these. I would trade a 20, 10, 11, or 12 for
We
it.
get so much darkness here, though.
It's true. But I don't know how you West Coast people pay $30 a bottle for barrel-aged Speedway releases, because if they're, if the things are, the Wee Heavy and whatnot are better than this one, I guess I can understand it, but it just, KBS is $20 a 4-pack, and you get, what, double the amount of beer.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of I don't know, I'm just one of those cost analysis beer drinkers, I guess. I don't know, I think overall it was really fun to try them side by side. I'd encourage you guys all to do them. Do a similar tasting if you've never had Speedway before. I think they're both worth seeking out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not sure what you should give up for them. I don't think I can place a value on it.
Yeah, I take back what I said earlier. Seek it out to try it once, but I wouldn't seek it out a second time just because there's so many other options out there for the price
with
point.
With a new brewery popping up like every other day. Yeah, well, thanks for joining us for another beer review. This is really 2 in 1. We'll see what the rest of the day brings us, but we'll definitely see you in another beer review. Cheers, guys.